I stayed hidden in the shadows, waiting for the man who had been sleeping with my wife. The moment he appeared, I stepped into his path. He saw me and paused, offering a casual smile. "Hey, I think we've met before." I stared at him, my voice steady. "Yes, we have." His brows furrowed in confusion. "I'm the husband of the woman you've just been spending the last hour with," I said. Before he could process it, before another word could leave his mouth, I drove my fist straight into his jaw. He staggered back from the impact, stunned and bleeding. The car was still parked out front when I arrived. Sleek black Mercedes, flashy rims, customized plates. Exactly the sort of ride a smug, self-assured homewrecker would drive, believing himself untouchable. I parked farther down the street, kept my headlights off, and watched. The house was unnervingly still. The upstairs bedroom lights flickered, then held steady. I clenched my fists. I wasn't here to scream or beg. I wasn't here to break down. I came for the truth, for justice, for finality. He eventually emerged from the house, tall and polished, his hair perfect, a designer jacket tossed effortlessly over one shoulder. He even had the audacity to whistle as he walked, as if he hadn't just ripped apart a marriage like it was nothing. Step 1. Face the enemy. I stepped out of the shadows and walked directly toward him. He slowed, trying to place me. "Hey," he said, grinning like a politician. "Don't I know you from somewhere?" I stopped a few feet away and met his gaze. "Yeah," I said. "You do." His smile froze. "I'm the man whose wife you've been screwing." I watched the truth crash over him. Confidence drained from his eyes, replaced by disbelief, then fear. Before he could stammer a reply, I struck him, full force. He slammed into the hood of his prized car. The alarm howled through the night, but I barely heard it. All I heard was a deafening silence left in the wake of betrayal. That quiet space where trust used to live. That sacred place, now shattered beyond repair. Chapter 2. You thought you could walk away clean? He scrambled off the hood, slipping on the metal as the car alarm kept blaring. Blood leaked from the corner of his mouth. Fitting, really. A stain for a stain. He raised his hands defensively, trying to keep that crooked smile. "Listen, man, I didn't know. She told me." "Don't," I growled, cutting him off cold. "Don't lie." He glanced around, hoping for help, but there was no one else. Just the two of us, and the truth hanging thick in the air, electric and inevitable. Step 2. Dismantle the illusion. "You thought you could screw my wife," I said, voice calm but sharp as a blade, "and walk away untouched." He shook his head, mumbling something about not wanting to hurt anyone. That's the thing about leeches. They only cry when they get caught. I grabbed the collar of his jacket and yanked him in until our faces nearly touched. "You didn't just sleep with her," I hissed. "You made a fool of me. You laughed behind my back. You made me the punchline of your private joke." He tried to speak again, but I shoved him into the hood once more. Not enough to break bones, but enough to break pride. Step 3. Deliver the warning. I leaned close, speaking just above the din of the alarm. My words were soft, but deadly. "This isn't just a beating. This is the beginning of your end." He blinked, unsure what I meant. So I spelled it out. His wife, yes, he was married to, would be receiving a package soon. Photos, videos, all the evidence. His boss would get a tip, anonymous but detailed, about his extracurriculars. His social circle, they were about to see who he really was beneath the designer facade. As for my wife, already locked out of our home. Accounts frozen. Her access to the life she chose to destroy, revoked. No yelling, no chaos, just quiet, surgical vengeance. Chapter 3. This is only the beginning. He slid off the hood, coughing and gasping like a man pulled from drowning. How poetic. The same man who swaggered into my home as if he owned it now looked like a broken, breathless mess. Step 4. Erase the cover story. While he wheezed, I pulled a folder from inside my jacket. Everything was neatly catalogued. Photos, text transcripts, hotel bookings in his name, even the keycard access logs from the hotel he thought no one would trace. I dropped the folder on his chest. "There's your life," I said, neatly packaged, ready to implode. His face went ghost white. He got it now. This wasn't just about punchies. It was about obliteration. Step 5. Pull the trigger. The first envelope was already on its way to his wife. Overnight express. The second, heading to his company's internal affairs department. This wasn't revenge fueled by rage. This was vengeance delivered with precision, and it was far from over. A third envelope was quietly delivered to the country club where he sat on the board of directors. No return address, no fingerprints. Just truth, raw and unfiltered, dropped right into the heart of his proud little empire. I could practically hear the scaffolding of his image cracking. The polished mask he wore in public now splitting down the middle. His illusion of control unraveling, and I didn't have to lift another hand. Truth is a way of doing its own damage. Step 6. Let him feel fear. He staggered to his knees, bruised, lips blooded, eyes pleading. He tried to bargain, to backpedal, offering promises he had no power to keep. I leaned in one last time, my voice low, emotionless. The next time you think about chasing another man's wife, remember how close you came to losing everything, not just your name. And I left him there, broken, bleeding, crouched in the wreckage he created with his own selfish hands. Chapter 4. What about her? She chose the fire, so I let her burn. While he bled beside his luxury car, I turned my focus to the real betrayal, not the act, but the partner. The woman who once vowed forever and still let someone else into our bed. She thought she could come back, shed a few tears, blame the stress, the distance, the hard times. Not this time. Step 7. Slam the door she thought would stay open. I moved fast, faster than she ever imagined. Our shared accounts, frozen within hours. The locks on our home, changed before she even pulled into the driveway. By sunrise, divorce papers were filed, adultery cited, evidence airtight. Photos, texts, hotel check-ins. No room for denial. Her parents got a package too, anonymous of course, but detailed. Her friends, the same. Screenshots, timelines, receipts. Her boss, the one she impressed with her talk of integrity and ethics, they received a full report. She didn't just lose a marriage. She lost the perfect little image she'd spent years curating. The ideal wife, gone. The respected professional, exposed. Step 8, face-to-face. Eventually, she found my new place. No makeup, sweats, puffy eyes. She knocked again and again. I watched her through the blinds, waited. Finally, I opened the door. Just a crack, just enough. She looked up at me, voice trembling. Why? I didn't raise my voice. I didn't rage. I didn't even blink. You made a choice, I said. You chose him. You chose betrayal. Tears streamed down her face. It was a mistake, she whispered. I let out a cold, sharp laugh. No, a mistake is accidental. What you did was planned, deliberate. I'm sorry. Not enough, I said, and then I closed the door, slowly leaving her outside to cry into the silence. Because some apologies arrived too late. Some betrayals can't be undone. Final chapter. Not everyone survived the fire. I didn't recover. I transformed. I wasn't softened by pain. I was sharpened by it. What they did didn't break me. It reforged me into something neither of them would recognize now. Step 9. Rewrite life without them. I sold a house, the one that now reeked of lies and ghosted promises. I moved to a new city, took a new job, met people who knew nothing of the past and didn't need to. But I never forgot, not because I was stuck, but because memory is armor. It protects me from ever letting people like them in again. Step 10. Let them drown in what they chose. Trevor? His name was mud. Word spread fast. He lost his job. His wife walked out. His reputation evaporated overnight. Last I heard, he was selling used cars in a town 3 zip codes away. Angry, broke, forgotten. My ex-wife? She bounced from couch to couch. Her family wanted nothing to do with her. Her friends turned cold. It turns out, when your whole life is built on lies and performance, there's nowhere to go once the mask falls off. And me? I didn't chase happiness. I built it piece by piece. With honesty, with loyalty, with people who value truth over comfort. I traveled, I created, I lived, and every night I slept like a man who owed no one forgiveness, because the fire they started didn't consume me. It turned me into the storm they could never outrun. Was the revenge justified? If this story hit something deep, share your thoughts in the comment below. Love real, raw stories of karma and justice. Don't just scroll. Subscribe, like, and share to help bring more of these gripping stories to life. Thanks for being part of this journey, where every betrayal has a consequence and every story carries a shadow.